Hey guys, here Marty Geek. In this video I want to share with you guys my favorite games of the first half of 2016 for the PlayStation Vita. Keep in mind, these are the games that I played and I enjoyed during this first half of 2016. So let's go ahead and get started. My number 10 pick is Rocketbirds 2 Evolution. This is like a side-scroller platform shooter type of game. Here you control, of course, Hardboiled Chicken, which is the same character that you control in the first one. In the first one, you had to kill Putski, which is a bad penguin that had a sinister plot, but happens to be that he really didn't die. And here we have to confront him again, and the graphics here are pretty good. I like the game because it has a great soundtracks. The weapons feel very good. It gets very challenging, and if you're one of those that like shooters and like platforming and like completing puzzles and like challenge, this is a very good game for you guys on the PlayStation Vita. So yes, this is my number 10 pick. My number 9 pick is XCOM Enemy Unknown. This is a turn-based action strategy game that was released a long time ago on PC, then it came for consoles, and then it's also available for iOS and Android devices as well. But honestly, this for me is the worst version of all of them. It has a lot of frame rate issues. And also the graphics doesn't look that good at all. Especially when you're looking at the aliens. Some aliens, they just look horrible on the screen, and honestly, that's the only negative thing I find about this game. But when it comes to the strategy gaming part of it, it is spot on the way we know to be XCOM, and it is a good game. It's a fun game. It has all the elements as if you ever played XCOM before. You get to create your squad and you can send them to missions. Sometimes they die. If they don't die, you promote them and all that. The missions are pretty cool, but like I said, the only problem I have with this game is the frame rate issue, and the graphics do not look that good when they're showing like the aliens on the screen, or sometimes even your own soldiers on the screen. But yes, this is my number 9 pick.
Let's see if I could throw like a grenade over here. That's cool. You can see how far you could throw it. Let's see if that actually catch, sucker.
My number 8 game is a Boy And His Blob. This game is a very cool action, I would say, like a platform puzzle game. This used to be a game for the NES a long time ago. I think it was 1989. Then it came out for the Wii. I think it was in 2009, something like that. And I gotta say, this game on the PlayStation Vita feels very good, very natural. Like if it was made for the PlayStation Vita. If you like platforming and you like challenges, you're gonna enjoy this game. It looks beautiful as well. I like the color palettes. And I like the different type of puzzles or way you could control the blob. It's very cool and very satisfying every time you finish a level. And every level looks pretty much different, and you're confronting different kind of enemy, and you also fight bosses as well. My number 7 pick is Oddworld New and Tasty. This is like a cinematic platform action game and puzzle. It has some puzzle elements as well, but it looks beautiful on the PlayStation Vita. It looks really good. Has awesome cutscenes, great levels. It does get a little bit of challenging. Yes, I would say that's the only negative thing, that it actually gets really challenging. But it is very fun and it's very satisfying every time you complete one level. It's very cool. The characters looks very nice, and I really like this game. And I've played a whole bunch of games from the Oddworld universe. There's been a lot of them on the PlayStation Vita, and so far, this by far is one of my favorite ones on the PlayStation Vita. And of course, I had to put it here on my list. I still haven't finished this game, but I think I'm a little bit over halfway, and I really enjoying this game. And frame rate, when it comes to frame rate, it feels really good. This game does not lag at all, and there's a lot of section in this game that looks, man, very gorgeous. So yes, this is my number 7 video game of the year. My number 6 game is Hitman Go Definitive Edition. Yes, this game, at first I was kind of skeptical when I started, when this game actually came out for our Android and iOS devices, but then I played Lara Croft Go and I enjoyed it and I wanted to play this game, but when I heard that it was coming for the PlayStation Vita, I stopped and said I'll play it on the PlayStation Vita. And I'm so glad I did, because this game is very, very fun, very, very addicting, and it has amazing graphics and it has a lot of replayability value for it. It is very cheap, and I think this is a game, if you like turn-based type of puzzle games, you would enjoy. And I really enjoyed it, and I finished this game completely, and I've actually been going back trying to complete more objectives that I missed before. So yes, this is my number 6 game of the year, Hitman Go. My number 5 game is Assassin's Creed Chronicles. This is a game that is, of course, based on Assassin's Creed. It has amazing graphics. You play with 3 different characters in 3 different worlds or eras. Like, for example, you play in China, you play in a whole story in Russia, you play a whole story in India. And you're using different characters, and you have to use different strategies as well. Every character is totally different. So when you play one game and finish it, when you start another game, it's like starting a whole new game at all, because everything that you learned before, you can't apply to this game because it's totally different. And that's what I really liked about this game. When it came out for PlayStation 4, it was episodic, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna wait for the whole thing on the PlayStation Vita, and I'm glad I did. I really, really love this game, and I think for the price of this game, you're getting a great deal, because you're getting like 3 games that are pretty long for one price, which is not bad. And the graphics looks good, the mechanics looks good, and like I said, it doesn't matter which one you're playing, you're always gonna get a different experience. So yes, for me, my number 5 pick has to be Assassin's Creed Chronicles. My number 4 game is Volume. This is a very awesome indie game which is based on stealth, and it's very similar to Metal Gear Solid VR missions from back in the days. I like these type of games. I like stealth games, and I like games that have strategy and also puzzle in it. And this game has all of that. It's created by one developer called Mike Biffle, which you can listen to his voice over this video. It also has a lot of levels. Crazy levels, a lot of different enemies that forces you to use different strategies for them. I like the fact that it has like different gadgets that you can use to distract or to destroy enemies. That's very cool. And I'm telling you guys, I like this game so much that I had to play it until I 100% this game completed. So I actually got a platinum trophy playing this game, which was very cool. I felt that I really earned it, because it did become challenging, but I loved it. I love these type of games. So yes, for me, this is my number 4 pick of the half year. My number 3 pick is Lego Marvel Avengers. This is an awesome Lego game for the PlayStation Vita, and by far one of the best Lego games on the PlayStation Vita since day one. The great thing about this version of Lego game is that it's more similar to the console than all the others. It has its open world elements to it. You know, you could when you're not doing these type of missions, you can actually be in New York, driving around, flying around through all the cities looking for unlockables and all that. You can also go to the Hellcarrier as well and do missions there as well, or unlock stuff as well, and it's very fun. This game was supposed to be including all the missions of Phase 2, I think it was, from Marvel, but for the PlayStation Vita version, they did cut a lot of missions that are included in consoles. So they made the video game a little bit more shorter than the console version. There's going to be a lot of missions that you're not going to find here. But for me, it is totally still worth playing this game. Like I said, one of my favorite Lego games of the year. And there is going to be another Lego game coming out later on this year, but it's not going to be included here because it comes out the 28th of June. So that game most likely is going to be available on my full game best games of the year. That's Star Wars The Force Awakens. So for those that are going to be asking me, hey, but what about Star Wars Force Awakens? Well, it comes out on the 28th of June. So it's not fair to put it on this list because, you know, it's 3 days away from the end of the half of the year. So that game most likely is going to be added to when I do my top 10 games of 2016. My number 2 pick is Severed. Yes, this is a beautiful touch screen combat role-playing game, which is also like a dungeon crawler as well. This was made exclusively for the PlayStation Vita for a period of time. If I'm not mistaken, it is actually coming out for other platforms as well. But I really enjoyed this game. It has nice colors. The combat is pretty cool, even though that all you're doing is swiping on the screen. Every enemy has a different way to beat them, so there's different ways to swipe on the screen. The only negative thing I would have to say about this game is that, yeah, there's a lot of swiping. Yes, and of course there's a lot of backtracking as well. So a lot of times you are in a mission doing something a couple levels ahead, then you have to go back to a location where you beat like 6 hours ago or 4 hours ago. So that's the only bad thing about this game. But other than that, it has a beautiful story. The character that you're playing is a female that lost her family, and you're trying to recapture the bodies of your family so they can rest in peace and all that. And it's very cool, very beautiful, and this is one of those games that if you like collecting platinum trophies, this is a good option for it. The platinum trophy here is not that hard to gain. A lot of people have been getting the platinum trophy here. Me, I haven't got it. I think I'm at 90%, but you know, it is very easy if you're one of those to like to collect platinum trophies. So yes, for me, my number 2 pick for the first half of 2016 has to be Severed. My number 1 pick is Odin's Sphere. Yes, this game is just amazing. I've been playing it non-stop since it came out. This is an HD remake from this game that came out in 2007 for PlayStation 2. I never did play it back then, but I picked it up now because I got a lot of good reviews. And I really love it. I love the fact that you control like 5 different characters. Every character has their own different skills and abilities in combat. I like the fact that every character has its own story as well. So when you finish one story, one character, you get another character, and it's a totally different story. And you start at 0, and for me, the fact of feeling that you're actually doing something like improving your character from 0 to level 30, 40, 50, it's so addicting for me. This is created by the studio Atlas. They have created so many great games for the Vita, like Dragon's Crown, I think Rebirth, Muramasa Rebirth, something like that. They've created a lot of games for the PlayStation Vita. So, and this game for me is one of those games that I just can't put down. I can't put down, and I'm about to finish this game, and it's gonna be sad when I finish this game because this game is amazing. Feels very good. I really like it, and for me, it has to be my number 1 pick for this year. So guys, that's it for this video. I just wanted to share with you guys my top games of the first half of 2016. So guys, let me know what are the top games that you played during the first half of this year, and what games are you looking forward for the end of the year, before the year ends. So let me know what you guys think about my picks. Till next time, guys.